What's up, guys? So today I have a just a little rundown video of all the BB guns, rifles, pistols that I have. I have mostly Umarex pistols. I have some Crosman rifles right here, and I'm just gonna go over kind of key features, what you can expect to get out of them when you use them. I would be outside shooting them, but it's dark and you can't really see BBs flying through the air that well. And it's like 50 degrees Fahrenheit outside, so it's just going to get colder, and these don't operate that well in cold temperatures. So yeah, this is just a general little idea of what's going on in here. So in my bag, which I just made a little dumb little short of, I have my Umarex TAC. I haven't featured this in a video yet. I do have this in some shorts. I just called it, maybe in a couple videos I have this out there too. I just call it the Umarex thing. So if you see any videos with this, I titled it, walking around the ranch with the Umarex thing. So this was like 65 bucks. It came with a XBG, I believe it's called, or XGB or XBG. It's like a pretty basic little BB pistol. All these use 4.5 millimeter steel BBs. I use steel because they're magnetic and I can pick them up at my trap pretty easy. Sorry, I was just extending this. So this extends out. I've seen videos where people have fit this onto the Tipex. That was my general idea of getting this, because the MCS one is like 120 bucks. The I forgot what it's called, like CMP 18 body kit for the Tipex, and it basically like makes it into a carbine type of assault little pistol. And I saw this, and I was looking through a bunch of old videos, and I saw that people that were playing paintball were buying the TAC converter. I'll be right back. All right, almost forgot how to detach this. So, yeah, I've seen people fit this onto the Tipex. I believe they have to do some kind of modifying a little bit to the to this body, but you can put a Tipex in here. You have to kind of like adjust. This kind of folds out. I haven't done this in a while, and I don't want to snap my fingernail off, but it's being kind of a little pain right now. All right, so this comes out, and the XBG is in here. This is like, yeah, XBG, Umarex. So this by itself is like $35-$40. And this by itself is like 45. So this together should retail for like 70 or something like that. I was just going to get this by itself originally, and I bought this like 5 months ago. I bought it a while back. And I was like, for another, like, if I buy this for 45, or I could get both of them for 65, for an extra 20 bucks, I get my XBG. This has a 19 round magazine. I ended up buying a couple more, I think one more magazine for this. I don't feature it that often in my videos. This is the one BB pistol that I have that doesn't fit a remote line adapter. It has this little like narrow, like twisty thing, kind of like similar to a First Strike FSC, kind of like the little spinny thing. So I'll show you guys this remote line piece. I've shown it in other videos. It's from Air Venturi. It fits all my other BB markers, BB rifles, BB guns, except for this one. So I can, right now, unless I buy that piece, I can only use 12-gram cartridges in it, which isn't bad. But anyways, 19 round magazine. It gets like 400 feet per second, 390. It's not that fast, but it's just a BB pistol. So this isn't really, this might scare someone, but it's not gonna, I don't know, hurt that bad, unless you're hitting soft tissue, and the barrel is like really small. I haven't taken this apart. I haven't had to like fix this or anything. But yeah, this can fit the Tip-X, but I believe you have to cut this off, shave this out, because a 68 caliber ball can't fit through this. And you have to remove this this little bumper piece out the back. Other Umarex BB guns fit this. There's probably like 6 or 7 of them that will fit this. I believe the ones that fit it are non-blowback. I tried to put my Glock 19 Gen 3 BB pistol in here and it's too small. But there's a list of them of what can fit this. It's from Umarex. It's called the TAC converter. This is a site I got from a different marker, and I just put it on here. I think this was actually with my Crosman A4P, but I put a different red dot on that guy. So yeah, this is just a little body kit. I can put it on the Tip-X, but it's kind of a little project. I haven't really gotten started on it yet. I don't really need to, but yeah, it's there. So to put this back in, you put the front in first, and then you line up this spacer and the back of the pistol, and you just kind of like push it up in there at the same time. I haven't messed with this in a while. I usually just shoot it the way it is. Like I don't take it out of this case very often, or this body kit thing very often. So I'll be right back. All right, okay, so got it back in there. Yeah, so it just fits in there. This you have to like push up and twist, because it gets hung up on this little lip thing. So push up and twist, and then it's like extended out all the way. It's a cool little thing. It's super lightweight. This is all plastic. There's no metal in this except for like the screws, the fittings and stuff. But yeah, 65 bucks. I think it's still around. It comes with this front grip handle thing. I could put this on other stuff that has a Picatinny rail, just the standard size, 20 millimeter Picatinny rail. And then it has a rail on the side, has a rail on the top, it has a rail on this side. So accessories galore. You can put whatever you want on this. But if you want to put it with the Tip-X, you do have to chop off the front, open it up a little bit so the barrel can fit through, or so a 68 caliber ball can go through, because this is definitely not 68 caliber size hole. Maybe a 50 cal can fit in here. I haven't even looked at putting an HTP 50 or anything in this. I don't think it'll work. It's a little bit too big, but maybe I can. I don't know. It's just a little side thing that I found and thought it'd be fun to have, because I like BB guns, BB stuff over pellets. Just because I guess when I was a kid, I never really was able to get any of this stuff. My parents were always just like, nah, you can't. We're not buying you that. Like, okay. So adult money, do whatever the hell I want. So what else is in my bag? So in this bag, I have mostly BB stuff. I have these little parts and stuff. And I got my Brodax. Umarex Brodax. It looks very similar to the TR50, little Boss Hog Jr. So this is like the baby Boss Hog Jr. because it has shoots little BBs. This also uses 12 gram cartridge. I can fit an airline on there. I'll show you how to do that. This is my Umarex Glock 19 Generation 3. This fits on the Berna holster. Waistband holster. This is from Umarex. This is also from Umarex. They have the licensing with Glock to make these 1-to-1 scale pistols and stuff. So this is a Glock branded Umarex pistol, Glock 19 Generation 3. This doesn't blow back or anything. I bought this one because it had a higher speed versus the blowback action ones. So this one, the only thing I have a complaint with this Glock 19 is that these magazines are kind of finicky, I guess is the best word. They kind of have a hard time keeping the balls in without popping them all out. You have to be really careful with this top part and that little follower guide. So sometimes what I do is I'll lock the mag down all the way. There's a little cutout right here so you can lock the follower guide down. I'll load this with BBs and I will put it in the marker or the BB pistol with the follower guide still there, and I'll push it in, and that will pretty much pop. This will come off and put pressure on the BBs. If I don't do that, sometimes if I have this full of 19 BBs, because that's what fits in here, or like 18 or something like that, and I let go the follower guide, even if I do it slowly, the pressure from the spring pushes the, it's like a catcher, like a detent kind of thing, pushes that out of the way, and then all the BBs just fly out. So that's one complaint I have with this Glock 19. It's cool. It works well. That's the only issue I have with it, is sometimes when I load a full rack of BBs, they all fly out because it's either the pressure of the spring or that little catch on top. It just it's kind of weak, or I don't know. They can't really design it any different, I don't think. And yeah, the speeds on this, in a warm day, I'll get like 430 feet per second. And, I'm using, little BBs. I just bought a bunch of these recently. I think it's a better deal if you buy the 2400 pack at my local Walmart store, versus getting this giant thing. So, basically I bought 3 of these and I got 7,200 BBs for like $11.10 or something like that. Or you could buy this 6,000 for $11.50. So I get like 1,200 more BBs if I just buy 3 of these. That's just how the pricing is at my local Walmart. I don't know why it's like that, but I did the math and I was like, oh, it makes more sense to buy the smaller package, which is kind of weird because it's usually not that way. So this is the Brodax. You can lock it back and have like a hairpin trigger, or you can pull the trigger and it activates the hammer at the same time. So this is cool. I like this feature because if you want to try to get a good shot, you can be very accurate with this single action or double action. I forgot what it is, but cocking it back, you can be really accurate because the hairpin trigger, like you barely even have to tap this, and it will fire. This uses 12 gram CO2. This uses 12 gram CO2. This is the Air Venturi Crosman DPMS SBR magazine bulk fill adapter. This will fit in the Glock 19 Gen 3, and it will fit in the Umarex Brodax. So what this does is I can stick an air tank onto that air fitting, and I have to remove the CO2 thing, like the plug or whatever, like this piercer. I have to remove this and I can put this in the handle, and this end fits on that little seal down there. So I'll have this going like this. This will screw in where this set screw is, because this is the same size thread. And then I'll have this nub sticking out, and I can stick a remote line and a air tank onto this. So these are pretty decent at shot counts and stuff. Every single one that I have, it seems like I'll get like 90 to 100 shots on one of these 12 gram CO2s. And if I hook it up on an air tank or a CO2 tank, one of my big tanks, I get like a bunch of shots out of one tank. It's like overkill. So yeah, 12 gram CO2s, you can use this on both of these, and other stuff I have over here. You cannot use that size airline adapter with the XBG. There's probably other BB pistols and stuff. That's all for pistols that I have. I feel like I have plenty of other things to use. And I just use these to have fun. Sometimes I have nephews come over and they like shooting them and stuff, because they're getting older. They're not super old. They're still under 10. One of them is like 8 almost. So, of course I'm supervising him and making sure he's not doing anything dumb with these, and showing him just basic gun safety and stuff. And his parents are fine. They are okay with him playing with like BB guns and stuff, but he knows it's not a toy. It can seriously hurt somebody, because yeah, you don't want to get anyone in the face or anything with these, not on accident or anything. So this is the Brodax. Like I showed you before, these magazines are really cheap. I think 3 of them is like $7, or 2 of them is like $7 or something. I got 2 packages of them, and I think it came with 4 or 5. Yeah, I believe it came with these 5. And then I bought 2 2-packs or something like that. I forgot. I have 9 drums for the Brodax. And sometimes this is like $40 on sale. Usually it's like 60. Most of the time it's like $60. But there are sales on it every once in a while. And so far it's been good. I haven't had any issues with this. It's pretty decently accurate. Grouping is okay, you know, at like 20, 30 feet. A while ago I threw a party up here, and nobody really knows that I shoot all this stuff kind of like daily or almost constant, like all the time. So we were shooting like this and my SBR and stuff outside, and everyone was like, how are you hitting everything? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, like just playing dumb, like I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, that was kind of fun. And then we were using like actual firearms, like 9mm and 22s and stuff, and I was very accurate hitting a lot of those like actual powder, you know, brass casings and everything, lethal firearms. I was pretty good shot with some of those, and everyone was like, how are you hitting it? Like, because I was hitting, we have like a trap target, or not a trap target, a steel really target with like 5 different size targets. You know, this side is the biggest one, and then smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And I was hitting the second smallest, and sometimes I'd hit the smallest target, and like no one else could hit it. So that was kind of fun. And we were standing like 30 feet away or something like that. So Glock 19 Gen 3, usually it's like $100. You can get it online for like $65 or $70, and it performs well. This one needs very low maintenance. The only thing you can do basically is just put a little drop of CO2 on the cartridge. This is where the CO2 goes. I forgot to show that. It's the same thing as the Brodax, where it's just in the handle, and this one just pops off the back. And both of these have a built-in set screw, or like Allen wrench, so you can undo this. And this one will also fit the remote line adapter, this thing. So I just stick it in here, match those threads up with these threads, twist it, you know, hand tight. It doesn't have to be crazy, just hand tight, you're good. And all you really have to do for maintenance is just put a drop of oil on that seal every once in a while, and you can put a drop of silicone oil on the tip of the cartridge, and like that's pretty much it. There's hardly any moving parts in this one. In the blowback ones, you have to put grease or lube on the slide and stuff, but this doesn't blow back, so I don't have to do that for this one. And the blowback action, or the blowback action uses some of the air pressure, so you lose a little bit of speed with the blowback. So yeah, that's the Glock 19 Generation 3. I'll be right back. Okay, so I ordered these. I ordered this on eBay. This is just an extra magazine for the Glock 19 Gen 3. I think it was like $10 or something for one magazine, or like 15. I don't know if they're continued anymore. I think they may have discontinued it, and then the magazines and stuff for it. This was the XBG. I made an Amazon order a while back, and when I ordered, I found a 2-pack of these. This is the magazine for it. I think it holds 19 BBs, and this was like $12 or something like that. So for some reason it was cheaper than the Glock 19 magazine. But so yeah, I have 3 mags for the XBG, and I have 9 drums for the Brodax, and I have 2 mags for my replica Glock 19. So yeah, that's how those work. The Brodax gets about the same speeds. They all kind of perform about the same, hitting in that like on a normal temperature day with normal conditions. and it's not cold and stuff, they'll hit anywhere from like the low 400s to maybe like 450 feet per second. And fairly accurate. They're not like stupendous, but I mean, it's a little tiny BB pistol with a super short barrel, so you can only do so much with that. And then, you know, wind and stuff like that will throw the shot off. So in addition to those, I have these big boy rifles over here. I got my DPMS SBR in 2022. I think I got it as a birthday gift. I had my TCR, Burna TCR, and my Burna SD, and that same year, when I was kind of just like looking at less lethals and stuff, and I just felt like I wanted something else that wasn't a 68 caliber like paintball gun or launcher or whatever you want to call it. I got this BB rifle. This was at Big 5. I probably could have got a better price somewhere else, but the one I got came with an extra magazine. This is like $60. Like, it's a lot of metal, but yeah, these are not cheap, these magazines. So I think this was on sale for like $250 or something like that. But I see them now for like $190 or $200, like all the time, not on sale. Pyramid Air, and there's another website that I've used. But yeah, they have these things all day for like $200. I think even Tractor Supply has these. I think this is a Crosman DPMS SBR. That's the model. It's a replica of a Panther Arms rifle. I think now they have the R1, which looks very similar to this. It just looks like an AR-15. Now they make the Crosman R1 that's kind of like the current model that you can get everywhere. This is not hard to find, but I think they're kind of phasing it out. And the stock is adjustable. You can use the the airline thing that I have, that remote line. That's what this is. It was designed for this BB rifle. So it just goes in the magazine. You need to oil that. So you take this off, you pop that open. The only kind of weird thing is that when you use the that remote line fitting, that stick, you can't put this shell back on because the shell has this cover, and you need this to be open so that you can get your airline in here. So when I'm using it from the left side, it looks cool, but from the right side, it's open and there's, you know, airline sticking out. This one isn't bad also with CO2 efficiency. It gets about 100 shots with one 12-gram CO2 cartridge. So it's pretty decent. You can put two CO2s in here and you'll get 200 shots just about on one magazine. Depending on the temperature and stuff of the day, you might get like 80 shots, but with one cartridge, one of these. But you can get up to about 100 with one of these. If you're on a cold day, you'll probably get less shots. But yeah, two of them fit in here. They're labeled which one you should put first, because that's important. If you put the wrong one in first, you'll just lose all the air. And this one came with two magazines. Very easy to maintenance. It has a pin right here that you can push out, and it has an upper half and a lower half. So this will just swing down, and you can get at the inside pretty easily. There's just a couple of spots you have to put oil on every once in a while, and yeah, so you just pop it off and it comes out. Just watch your fingers, don't get your finger in here and smash it. So yeah, there's just a couple spots you need to put oil, primarily right there on that little rubber seal, and you can, you know, grease and lube up these moving parts a little bit. I already did that to mine, so I'm not going to do it again. And then you can put some grease or oil on your trigger and springs and stuff. I've seen some modifications done to this. Doesn't really seem worth it because they kind of just cause more problems with parts wearing out or breaking, and it might not be that easy to get parts for this. I haven't crossed that bridge yet, so I'm trying not to. I'm trying to keep these things just kind of stock. Just have fun with them, shooting squirrels and little pests and stuff I have on this ranch out here, gophers and stuff like that. So yeah, and then this is pretty heavy, so this is a good like training exercise BB rifle. This probably weighs like 6 pounds or something, or like 8 pounds. It's not light. It's all metal. There's a little bit of plastic. This is like plasticky, but the main body is feels like metal to me, and it's pretty heavy. The magazine is a good amount of weight, but this is heavier than the magazine. And the balance is okay. Like when you're holding it like this, how you would normally be holding it, it feels pretty good. It came with this grip. It came with these pop-up sights. They're just, you know, kind of cheap. You just push them up and down. And yeah, the stock can extend. I need to grease this a little bit. And then it has a charging handle. So when you have rounds loaded, you pull that back, get it ready, and then fire. So yeah, it's a cool little BB rifle. Definitely the biggest rifle I have. And then this was the little mini guy. This is the A4P. I haven't done a video on it. I need to do it some justice because it's actually kind of cool. I forgot to mention this has semi-automatic fire, and it also has full auto. So the box says it can shoot 1,400 rounds in a second or in a minute. Yeah, 1,400 in a minute. But there's no way to have like a giant drum magazine on it, and you'll run out of air. And I mean, yeah, you can shoot 1,400, but there's no way you can like reload a mag, dump it, put another mag, dump it, put another mag, dump it. It's just not going to happen. If there was a way to put 1,400 rounds in one magazine and have enough of an air source, you could probably do it. But yeah, you'll use 25 rounds. These hold 25 rounds. You use those 25 rounds in like 1 second or like 1.5 seconds because it shoots so fast. This is the Crosman A4P. I got this from Big Five also. It was on like a clearance sale. It was like $110, I believe. Did not come with this, and it did not come with this. The sight that was on my Umarex TAC, this sight was on the A4P. This is not adjustable. It's just a red dot, and it's like it's either high or low. Like there's no adjusting it, and it was okay, but I wanted like a better red dot on there, so you can kind of see that glowy red on there. So you can't adjust it. No, actually you can adjust it. It has an up and right thing, but I didn't want it on there. I wanted something on the TAC, so I put this A4P sight, I put it on the TAC, the TAC. And this is a sight I got off of eBay a few years back. I had it on my TCR for a while. I don't typically use sights and stuff, but this one is, you can change the reticle. So right now it's like a circle with a dot. I don't think it's going to come out very good. It's a circle with a dot currently, but you can change the pattern. So down there, this is telling you what pattern you're using. So right now it's on the circle with a dot. You can change it to a crosshair, or you can change it to just a straight up dot. And I'll show you guys the other ones. So there's like a cross. There's a like a crosshair like with a circle in it, and then there's just a straight up cross, and then there's a circle and a dot, and then a dot. So it's pretty cool. I think this site was like $25 or $20 or something. I just buy cheap shit. Like I don't care. I don't like using sights regardless. I just use the iron sights most of the time, but this doesn't have iron sights. That was the only thing that was kind of a drawback. It did not come with iron sights, but it came with this this red dot. So I may consider buying some cheap iron sights for this, like less than $20. I've seen them. But yeah, I just have this on there, and I have one of my lights on this. This is also pretty heavy. It probably weighs like 6 pounds, a couple pounds less than the Crosman DPMS SBR. And these magazines are interchangeable. So this magazine will fit that, and those magazines will fit this. and this magazine will also fit the R1, and I think that might be it. They have an AK style looking BB rifle. I think it's called the AK1, and it has like a kind of like one of those banana clips on it, so it's a lot more angled than this. It's kind of like that, so that will not fit this, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this was like 110 at Big 5. It came with one magazine and that sight, and this is my own grip. It did not come with this grip. This was from my Berna TCR. My Berna TCR has a grip similar to this on it now, and I got that grip for my TCR from Ann's Gear. I think it was like $10, and yeah, so I put this on the front. I still want to take this off. This is a buffer tube, the spring and everything for the hammer to come forward and the bolt to hit the BB out the front. It's all contained in this. I've seen a couple videos where a guy takes this off, and this is actually like a mil-spec buffer tube, so I can put a normal stock on it. So I would be able to put you know, like a stock, like an extendable stock on this guy. But yeah, I need to make a video on this, do it some justice. It's a cool little thing. It has the same kind of features as the SBR, charging handle, semi-automatic, full auto. This is in the US, so I don't know if overseas if you can get a full auto A4-P. But yeah, they're cool little things to, you know, just plink around in the backyard with. You can train with it. It's got good weight to it, so it'll definitely feel like you're training with something that has weight. Once I hold this for like 20 minutes, I feel like I need to put it on a sling or something because my arm starts getting a little bit tired. So yeah, if I walk around on the ranch with these, after like 30 minutes, I'm kind of got that weight feeling in my arms, like I need to put it down or something. I mean, it's got good weight, and this feels like a little bit more plasticky than the DPMS SBR. Maybe this is like a composite exterior with some metal pieces. Yeah, I think they're both composite, but the internals are metal. It's just kind of like some cheap pot metal, and this one does have the that pin that you can pull out and get to the inside, just like the DPMS SBR. So you push that out, and then it has the upper and lower, and it can release from it. I think I had to take this front one off on this one. But yeah, I've already maintenanced this, putting oil in the same spots that I put on the SBR. So a little bit of oil on the front right here, and then oiled and greased up the bolt and hammer and all the moving stuff in here. And there's a seal in here also that I didn't show, but put some silicone oil on that and put silicone grease on the hammer and stuff. And the magazine's the same. You know, it can hold two 12-gram CO2s, and it can fit 25 BBs in this. So you have to pull this follower guide down first. If you don't, you'll just get BBs stuck in your spring, and then you'll have to watch my video that I made a while back where one of my nephews put BBs into the spring and I had to rip it apart to get it out. So you load it up. The A4-P did not come with this, but my Crosman DPMS came with this. This is a speed loader, so there's a bunch of BBs in here, and it has a little like feeder, and you tap this down, and then they feed into this little spot, and you could load up 25 rounds really quickly that way. Otherwise, you can use the bottle if you have a bottle like this with a little dispenser and just dump them in there, but there's a chance you're going to spill them all over the place. So yeah, those are my BB rifles. I've taken the DPMS SBR out and had pretty good grouping with the shots and everything. I was pretty surprised. And semi-auto, I had like a 5-inch group at like 30 feet or 20 feet. And when I had it on full auto, it was kind of going all over the place, but I hit the paper I was trying to shoot. And yeah, that's pretty much it. They all use 12-gram CO2s. All of them except for that can use that airline fitting, which I'll show you one last time. All right, so yeah, this is the airline fitting. This will fit. It's specifically made for these magazines. So yeah, put that in here. You take out the set screw because you need access to the set screw. And I'll just show you guys. I've shown it before, but in case you're new to the channel or you've never seen any of my content before, you take out this one. This says first. Sorry, my camera's all stupid. So it says first right here. So if you're using CO2s, you'd put a CO2 cartridge right there first. And then you'd tighten down the set screw. You know, if I did that, that would obviously go here on this slot first. Put it in there, tighten it down. You don't need to use like a wrench or pliers or anything. Just get it with your fingers. If your fingers are kind of weak, then you can use pliers, but you don't need to like wrench it all crazy because you're gonna break this thing. So just go gentle with it. Maybe put like finger tight. You don't need to wrench it down too hard. And this will hook onto a airline, and this airline will fit onto an air tank, such as one of these, or if you have a 90-gram CO2, you're going to need an adapter so that it'll fit in here. And then you tighten this down, and then poof, you got air pressure going through this. So this part was like 30 bucks. But once I looked at all my other BB pistols and stuff, I saw that they all had the same size set screw. And I figured, oh, I'll be able to use my DPMS a lot more. At the time, I didn't have my A4P yet. I'll be able to use my DPMS a lot more without running out of air cartridges and stuff. And I have these tanks regardless because I do a lot of things with paintball guns and less lethal launchers and BB pistols and rifles. So this is a CO2 tank. Doesn't have a regulator on it. You put CO2 in this. I live really close to the store, so I can go there and get this refilled. If you don't live near a paintball facility or a store that refills CO2s, you might be able to check with like a gas shop, like a commercial gas shop. They have argon, helium, nitrogen, oxygen. They probably have CO2. You just have to call them and see if they refill paintball tanks. This is a HPA, high pressure air tank. This is rated at like 800 PSI output. When I use my air tank that puts out 800 PSI on all of my BB stuff, it underperforms versus using CO2. Usually the CO2, I get like 80 to 100 feet per second higher. So for these, like, since I'm just target shooting and walking around outside training with it, like getting used to holding a rifle for 20 to 30 minutes at a time and walking around and stuff, get the heartbeat going a little bit. The weight of it and stuff, it might take a toll a little bit on you, but if you're in good shape and you're fit and stuff, you'll be used to it. But yeah, I kind of forgot where I was going with that point, but it's not important. So anyways, yeah, those are the BB rifles and pistols I have. The other ones are in my little bag over here. These are the other ones: Glock 19 Gen 3, Umarex Brodax, Umarex XBG or TAC converter. Can fit the tip X, the tip and tip X, but you have to do some mods to it a little bit, cut out some pieces, add some other stuff. Crosman DPMS SBR automatic or semi-auto, whatever you want, has the option to do full auto. And then my Crosman A4P full auto BB rifle. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or whatever, just hit me up in the comments. I have my email in the description. I just put out videos with information. I don't sell anything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for checking it out. Sorry it was 40 minutes. Sometimes it happens. I was going to go outside and shoot, but it's too cold outside. So you have a good one, and I'll see you next time.